Perfect. Life is but a dream. Yeah. Ah, I got an ad. I skipped it. I skipped it. Ah, that's a sound that I'm very much used to. Hey. Dictabared. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Oh. Apparently there's no audio from you. Amazing.
Working. Test. Yeah, it looks like
Ah,
it looks
there
like
it
it's
is.
working. All right. Hello, Lucky Bad, Craig, Turpin, Joey Flores, Kevin, Bruick, Kilgore, Void, Doctor Trokel. Greetings.
Yeah. That's awesome. That
Little
was really, really funny.
amazingly, my setup doesn't just magically happen. I have to actually plug the things in. So I guess we learn something new every day.
I it, it sounded different, but I didn't
Yeah, well,
realize
you
it
were getting it through Skype.
until until people were saying
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah, good catch, everybody.
That's pretty
If
funny.
anything is ever wrong, please let me know, because I don't. I don't know.
It's very odd.
All right. Joey Flores just saw season 7 of Clone Wars. Yeah, best Star Wars content since episode 7, for sure. I love Clone Wars season. I love all of Clone Wars, but season 7 said had some of the best stuff ever. Love the Bad Batch. Love the Martez sisters. And obviously, I love the greatest episodes that they've ever made. Yes, Kevin Bruick. I saw your Terminator,
Yeah.
and it was super dope. I love purple. That's a color you don't see very often. If there was any suggestion I could make, I would say brighten up the eyes, because I think that could be a really neat focal point to the model. Get a better mic. We have a good mic. It's just I didn't plug it in.
That's pretty funny.
But we appreciate the tip. You just made this. You just
We'll get
made
an
this
even
stream
better
viable.
mic. Yeah, Craig Turpin.
All right.
First successful test
Yeah.
print.
So since none of you got to hear it, I'm going to be doing the ammo crate, the boots, and the dick towel. That's my goal for tonight.
Love a good dick towel.
The best part of Clone Wars was actually...
Hey, a small herd of giraffes is here.
Ooh. Fancy.
Hello.
The best part of Clone Wars was actually seeing a nest of Gundarks. Yes. I don't know if that was the falling into the nest of Gundarks, though, because that happened in between episode 1 and 2. So we saw them fall into another nest of Gundarks. And I believe that'd be the first time we've seen a Gundark in Star Wars. Alright, this is a paint I have not opened in a long time. Elysian Green. Oh, look! It's nasty. But I still might be able to make it work. See. It's pretty well cured, but hopefully... I Googled Captain BADRUKK to see some other paint jobs. Where is his fancy pirate hat? I think I gave it to Nick. Or it's somewhere in my bits bin.
I don't know.
I loved the model, but I didn't like how him being quite so piratey, because my orcs are Mad Max themed. So I did a head swap. And a weapon swap. Holy cow, though. The Games Workshop paint job for BADRUKK is incredible. It's almost like unreal how amazing it is. On his little dick towel, they painted an entire treasure map.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm going to paint a whole treasure map on his dick towel. Mostly because it's not on theme, and mostly because I couldn't.
I think you're disrespecting the dick towel.
Jay is doing...
Speaking of dick towel, Void 16 is here.
Void 16, I saw your comment to Midwinter Mini today.
Yeah. That was a fun little thing to wake up to, wasn't it?
Yeah! Oh, that was awesome. Midwinter.
Mm-hmm.
The man, the myth, the winter.
Man, the myth, the winter.
Does Games Workshop Photoshop any of their paint examples? That is a hotly debated question. I think they do a little. I don't think... I mean, we know that they Photoshop in terms of, like, you know, getting rid of the background, duplicating models, because sometimes they'll paint, like, 5 and then turn it into 10. For kits that are duplicates, like the Primaris Space Marines. I don't think they Photoshop the models. There's a couple of examples that look really odd, like the old Necron flayed ones look kind of weird in their paint job, and we've never seen them from a different angle. And there's no 360 spin, but I think by and large they don't. Is that maybe the flayed ones?
Anything on the internet, I just assumed is photoshopped in some way.
It is very fair. Oh yeah, and they perfect the colors in Photoshop. Like, it's not like it's where do you draw the line between, you know, making things look good in Photoshop and photoshopping something?
Yeah, it's not like they're pulling an arm from a different model. But they're definitely adjusting the color.
I don't think they add anything that's not there, but they definitely enhance it a lot. I think that was the plot of Waterworld, Dennis Hopper chasing a treasure on somebody's dick towel. Of course. Paint a bunch of cherry blossoms. I've had experience now. Do you think anyone would do that? Just put fake pictures on the internet? Never. Everything on the internet is real and true.
Yeah.
I think this is a nice color, but it's a little bit too lime. I think I darken it substantially with some other colors.
Is it a good lemon lime soda?
If this is kind of if my lemon lime soda looked like this, I would be a little. I don't know if I would want to drink it.
Looks like Slurm.
I've been having an animation day, kinda. I watched a bunch of clips from Into the Spider-Verse, which is probably one of the best movies ever made. And then there's a new animated TV show, or not TV show, there's a new animated show on YouTube called Hell of a Boss, which is awesome. And one of the stars is David Horowitz from Invader Zim fame. It's a very vulgar show about imps from hell who get commissioned to murder people in the world. Is anybody going to cook a turkraken for Thanksgiving? Is that like a joke on turducken, but it's like a fictional monster?
Yeah, fictional.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Or do you have a turkey and you put an octopus in it? That'd be kind of fun.
I can't wait to see the Hotel Has-Been series go on, and the new Hell of a Boss was really good. I thought even more so than the pilot episode. Yeah, I didn't like Has-Been Hotel as much, but I love Hell of a Boss. What paint am I looking for? Green. I need green. I need wog flesh.
Green.
A small herd of giraffes. I wish. We keep in kosher. I think Kraken is kosher. I'm pretty sure. It is a beautiful and majestic creature, the Kraken. Release the Kraken. Exactly.
Speaking of that,
I have my tea.
there we go.
I have my tea with a shot of honey. I wish I had a burp water, though.
Perfect. I have a cherry bubbly, as is tradition for these streams.
It's in the mollusk family. No, those are red flags for Jews. Well, I bet they're also delicious, so. I wonder if I should paint this little hinge a different color.
You never hear of green. You never hear of green flags.
Green.
Those aren't the ones people want to talk
flags?
about. Yeah, like when to do something. Everyone always wants to talk about red flags.
Is orc kosher? Because they're mushrooms. I think they would be.
Well, just like Nick, I was missing chats because I was in the top chat. You are such a fool.
I have either champagne or blackberry wine thoughts. I like wine. I don't think I've ever had champagne.
No, that's too fancy.
Yeah.
I've been to Champaign, Illinois.
Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best movies ever made. I mean, definitely one of the best animations. I don't think it did. I don't think it did amazingly when it came out. I think people were having a little bit of superhero fatigue, and there had just been like a Spider-Man movie every other year for a long time. Champagne is life-changing if you get a good one. Yeah, but I'm never gonna get a good one. I guess I was in top chat too. Is that why sometimes I hear Nick read a message and then I don't see it in the chat log? That sounds right.
Probably. Or the government.
Sometimes though, Nick does just like to make up comments. Oh my god, Miniac's in the chat.
Wow, that is insane.
Only we can see
He's going to give everyone $1 million except for Dr. Drokel? Odd. I don't know what the point of top chat is. I guess if you're like if you're getting a ton of people on stream, like, then maybe
there's
it's
hundreds of people all trying to chat at once.
But even with that, you're not going to see everything.
I think I need to switch back to the original Elysian green.
Elysian green?
Are the Elysian drop troops even still a thing? I thought they were purged from Forge World years ago.
It's a cool name, though. So, makes sense they kept the name.
What is determined top, though? Far as I see, there is no likes for chats. Otherwise, you never see mine. I don't know what top chat is. I mean, presumably, like tip chats would
It's
go up.
the
It's
algorithm. Mm-hmm. It knows what we want to.
Tico Muto. Turk Squiggen, a turkey bludgeoned to death and then stuffed only with mushrooms.
I like it.
They're purged, but there are some good 3D prints out there and recasts if people want them. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I always loved the Forge World Talon from way back in the day. Oh, remember the other day when I was talking about the super weird post on Facebook from Spiky Bits? So finally got to the body of it.
Yes.
To the bottom of it. It's a set of Terminators commissioned by Pop Goes the Monkey by a different artist, and he does sell them, but they're too much for what you get, I think.
How much are they?
$50 for him to print them for you on probably an Elgu Mars. Yeah, they're not like if they were resin casts, I would probably go for it. But no, $50 for 5 models is way too much for imperfect resin models that are 3D printed. It's just not worth it. They're not good enough. Also, on his website, he doesn't have great pictures. He has beautiful shots of the renderings because they're renderings. But then the actual 3D prints look bad.
Hmm.
And he does it in a very sneaky way. Him 3D printing them for you is called monkey resin. Because I don't think regularly he does his business through Shapeways, but he also offers them at a discount with monkey resin. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And it is smart of him to not sell the STLs.
Oh yeah, super smart.
Oh yeah.
Make more money.
But alas, not for me yet. Maybe if they come down. Maybe if he finds a nice caster.
Was it $50 for 5?
Yeah, 50 for 5, 30 for 3, or 17 for 1.
$17 for $1?
That would be a great deal.
I think you should go for that one.
Elysians remind me of the Halo ODST troops, and look way thinner than other models. Ooh, Kilgore Void likes the Talon. I love the Talon. The weird, like, purple elephant mounts they had.
Interesting.
Jay, how long does it take you to wash your hands after you do a session of priming models? I worry for you. Please invest in a long, flat stick and some tape. Yeah, I have a bad habit of getting paint on my hands. I think I'll probably live. I mean, I get a little paint on my fingertips.
Yeah, well, and you use lead-based
that's
paint.
the other problem. Those Termies be 50 for 5. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how much Terminators cost, like from G-dubs. But yeah, it does seem high. And I don't know. I just don't like the idea of buying someone's 3D prints for me. Like, I mean, if they're cheap, go for it. I buy 3D prints from Etsy because they're cheap. But if they're not going to be cheap, I don't want them.
No fooks given. I have bought some monkey resin. It's a laser resin printer, way above Shapeways in quality. I haven't bought the Terminators, but I have bought a lot of upgrade bits from him. Really? Are you sure you're not getting Shapeways products? Because I feel like monkey resin is a new thing for him. And the pictures on his site looked like a consumer grade resin prints. And he says that they're going to be sent to you with supports attached, which makes me think that it's a standard consumer printer. And the laser resin printer is usually done by Shapeways. So please confirm, no fooks given.
Casey Lance is here and not sober.
Yeah!
Someone's having a lot of fun.
Anyone have any tips?
Someone's having a really good
Anyone
day.
have any tips for freehanding chevrons and the like on their minis? I'm trying to get ambitious with my mini and do a checkering, and I've had to repaint them like 3 times. That is what you have to do with freehanding. Thin your paints down a lot, go slowly, and then correct mistakes as they're made. Freehanding is tough. I've heard a lot of different strategies. I've heard about people kind of making themselves pencil marks to follow, using stencils. I find I just thin the paint a lot and go for it. And then it looks bad. So then I try to fix it, and then it looks slightly less bad. And I just continue like that back and forth until it looks fine. That's my go-to for freehanding.
That's the best way to teach somebody. Burp halfway through it.
Marriage, birth, divorce, maybe all 3.
Yeah, all the above is what's happening to Casey Lance.
A small herd of drafts. How viable are stencils? Well, it depends. Obviously, if you want to paint like something tiny, like if I wanted to paint something on this ammo crate, it'd be hard for me to get away with a stencil. Sometimes, though, you can kind of decide, like you can make a stencil just to help guide you. Like maybe if you knew your item was going to be mostly square, you could tape off a square with some painter's tape, and that'll help you make a square, and then you can go from there. Yeah.
You're a square.
Camulchion777. Hey, at Eons of Battle. Been watching your vids lately. Very nice. Was wondering if there was a canon color for Tyrannid Blood, or whether there is canon color or not. I think it's been a lot of different colors. I think it depends on the Hive Fleet. I think it depends on the individual painter. I have no idea. Probably whatever looks good on the model. Obviously, red is going to read instantly as blood. But if your model is red, then that's kind of... You can't do red on red. Green, I think, will read really nicely as sci-fi bad guy blood. Glowing would be classic, kind of like the Predator from the movie Predator. Flash did an animation with Tyrannid Gene Stealers from Space Hulk, and they did glowing blood. Not a canon source, but a very funny source.
Hey, Zerg619.
Zergalurga ding dong! No fooks given. The shielded Dreadnought panels I got from Shapeways I bought through him versus the monkey resin has nowhere near the printing texture. I haven't bought from Shapeways in months. Their material is brittle. That's interesting. Maybe I'll give it a try. Not on the Termies, but I'll maybe give it a try. Because I do buy it from Pop Goes the Monkey fairly frequently, and I usually buy from Shapeways. With the the first level of fine detail resin, but not the highest level of fine detail resin.
How much is the difference on that?
It's usually like 20% more for the finest detail.
Ooh. You think you get 20% more
Hard
detail?
to believe. I've never bought it, but hard to believe. I find I get good stuff from Shapeways. Sometimes it can be a little grainy, but you can fix it.
Hey, World War Art.
Yeah, World War Art.
Casey Lance just wants to hug everybody.
Isn't Tau blood purple blue? I don't know. I know Yoda has green blood. I think there's an interview where George Lucas says that.
Yeah, he has green blood. Where's my coffee?
Yeah, I was thinking green glow would be nice. Even maybe making the Tyranids look like aliens from the Alien movies with a shiny gloss finish and all. That is a super cool idea. I would just say make sure you don't just go black for everything. I would throw in a lot of like blues, because sometimes it's hard to have details on a very, very, very dark model. And actually, if you look at a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage, I don't know so much on Alien, but on Aliens, the alien costumes were actually pretty garish colors, and they just appear jet black from the cinematography.
Yeah, Casey Lance, let's hug. I'm hugging you in spirit.
Yeah, 6 feet. Corona 6 feet.
Yeah, you're putting us all in danger, Casey Lance. What the hell?
I know Tau blood is supposed to smell awful. I think Tau smell awful because they're filthy. They're filthy Xenos Tau.
Hugging over the internet is best hugs. Yeah, mostly because you're not touching anyone. EonsOfBattle is the #1 super spreader event.
What is the name of the Flash Gets video with Gene Stealers? The one with Black Templars killing furries is hilarious. That one is hilarious. I think it's just called Space Hulk. And there's 2 of them, and they keep getting taken off of YouTube because he just blatantly uses copywritten music. But you can find re-uploads.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Flash Gets Space Hulk. They're very funny.
Sorry, I forgot my mask. Can't be here with the mask on. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of people were happy today. Don't know why. Very odd.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't left the house in 8 months, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me either. I think we're gonna get to the fun part of me painting my secret kill team today.
My kill team.
Well,
my kill
for
team
one
hasn't
model.
even seen Primer.
Oh boy.
And when I say Primer, I mean the low-budget science fiction film Primer. Ooh, I was happy because Fanguli was on today. Maybe I should watch that, because now I'm old enough to stay up. to stay up late. I was very rarely allowed to watch Fanguli when I was little.
I mean, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna tell your mommy. So we don't want you to be cranky tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. All right, what color is the handle? Kind of painted the tab gray in preparation to paint it metallic.
Do you guys have a tunnel between your places for Kill Team and video meetup? Yeah, exactly. Actually, I take a private helicopter
Yes.
to Jay's house.
Yeah, it really eats into the budget, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Aw, thanks, Ashley Samuels. That's a very
Samuels.
That's a very nice comment.
Reading's not the best.
Nick,
we don't have a series of
No,
on
Nick,
reading.
do you want to take a try at the first
I
name?
barely know how to read too. It's probably Ashley. Ash. Yeah, maybe.
Definitely never
Please
definitely
explain.
never seen it like that.
Ash. I don't.
Can we get a phonetic spelling of your name?
Yeah. We want to get it right. But yeah, really appreciate it. And it's good that you're getting back to the hobby. Ashley? I don't know.
Maybe it's Ashley. I think I nailed it.
That's good. Yeah. This is what happens. You say something nice and we say your name wrong and be rude. So, sorry about that.
Did you guys see that Chris Mertzen made a wargaming company? I did not. What is a wargaming company? He's the dude who made the Warcraft universe. He was the lore master at Blizzard for like 25 years. Neat.
Lore master. That's quite the title.
Was he the one who decided to give the StarCraft Tyranid lady boobies? Yeah.
That's a good decision. Glad you liked the magnetizing video.
Augustus.
That was a good one.
I'm not surprised they paid a literal ghoul to host their Halloween video. The YouTube money be stacking.
Yeah. That's why I'm able to afford all these burp waters.
Retsep 1001. That mini looks awesome. Thank you. I'm quite enjoying how it looks too.
I was right.
I still think it's Ashley.
I
think I'm right.
That's really funny. And now your name will forever be Ashley. I have not seen it spelled that way. I've not seen most things spelled out though. I'm still working on the Warhammer 40k Hooked on Phonics books.
Yeah, and I've only ever read Goosebumps, so if it's not in Goosebumps, I don't know.
Man. Ass. Like, did you ever have to do popcorn reading? Well, you were homeschooled for a little bit.
I was homeschooled for a while, so I didn't have to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I had popcorn reading, and that was the most nerve-wracking thing. Because what would happen is, you would, like... The kids would always pick on you if you didn't know how to read very well out loud. So, they would go for, like, the popular kids would go, and then they would read. And then they'd be like, Nick is going to read next. and then I would read poorly, and I'd be like, oh, and then I would ask someone else to read.
And then they'd be like, teacher, I
Yeah.
think Nick has
I mean,
to
we
go
always
again
ask,
because he's so bad at it.
Yeah. And I always hated that because you never understood
Yeah.
what the hell was going on.
There was an Ashlet in the Goosebumps movie. I never saw the Goosebumps movie. I read the books. I'm a purist. I'm a Goosebumps purist.
Oh my God. I'll be known as Ashley. Yep. At least I love your mini content, not your literary skill.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's piss poor.
Didn't the Goosebumps movie have Jack Black as R.L. Stein?
Amazing.
Which I'm not saying that that's not brilliant casting, but
Oh, now we're getting into the origins of Ashley.
how do people know in a movie how a character's name was spelled? I guess
They
so.
read the script.
Maybe they worked on the movie.
Ah,
Casey
yeah,
Lance,
especially
did
Gone
you
with the
direct
Wind.
Gone with the Wind?
That makes sense. It was based on a book, yo. I don't know how to read.
Well,
the credits,
I assumed
obviously.
I knew it was a book, but you said there was a character in the movie. Or did you just say Gone with the Winds and I just put words in your mouth?
I think I guess we both thought of the movie. Understand moving pictures. I don't understand anything else.
The credits. No one has ever once looked at the credits for a movie. When movies used to have credits at the beginning, I would cover my eyes just so that I wouldn't see the words.
You don't want it to burn
No.
your eyes.
Yeah, I couldn't watch Star Wars for the longest time because I thought it was just a moving book.
Oh my god. The moving book.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
They tricked me. This isn't a movie. It's a book. There should be a cut of Star Wars where George Lucas narrates the title crawl.
Oh, they have to slow it down even more.
A long
So you can
time
really get in there.
ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Empire's reach is strong.
There was some coffee. Where's my coffee?
Film with A camera, B camera.
It just starts going off. If you're gonna put something in my mouth, make it alcohol, Jay. Well, that's the most tame thing that could be in your mouth. Got to sign up for the OnlyFans for the rest of it.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus should be the name of a band. I love Jesse the Mind Ventura. I was an American governor. I was a Navy SEAL. Do you remember the part in the movie where Ashlet says, "Hi, I'm Ashley," spelled Ashleigh? How are you? I must have missed that part. Yeah, Jesse Ventura is a fun guy. Yeah, he
Mushroom.
loves living in Mexico and doing lots of drugs.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? But I'm just going to move to Oregon.
Didn't Games Workshop release the Not Predator Guardsman model a few months ago? Yeah, I think they have. They did it kind of in a weird way, though. Oh, excuse me. They released a guard model that wasn't it Slime Arbo? But it looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's holding the gun that they were holding the gun that Kurt Russell used in Escape from New York. And on the base was a little flower, like evil flower bulb that looked like Audrey too from Little Shop of Horrors. So I think they were just having all kinds of fun when they made that. Yeah,
a real mashup.
You should check out the Collider George Lucas deepfakes videos on YouTube. Ah, that sounds amazing.
My coffee.
Jay, could you please wipe your left nostril off the screen after that last burp?
What?
I mean, I threw up a little bit, but other than that, I'm fine. The new female guardsman model is Vasquez from Aliens, I swear to God. Yeah, I think that's the inspiration. And you know what? I think it's been brought up here before, but do you know that Vasquez, the badass from Aliens, is played by a white woman in brownface? The craziest thing about that movie. Yep. Good old brown face. I mean, you know, I should be one to talk, though, because I've actually done brown face every single stream so far.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you're brown, so it works. I mean, a few streams ago I did clown face for Halloween.
She was the aunt from Terminator, the one that answers the phone, and Arnold is like, your parents are dead. Ooh, TK's 3D prints. Hello. Time to start a 3D print. TK's 3D print is going to 3D print, y'all. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow. Imagine that.
And they didn't even get a real xenomorph to play the alien role. I know. That's really the tragedy. I need a little bit of Lamian medium. You wouldn't print a car. I'd print the new Tesla truck, though.
I think it'd be fun to print a car. Love a good side truck.
Probably not too long until we're all driving Cybertrucks.
It's true. It's very seems like a very economic design. At least that's what I heard watching a YouTube video.
Indestructible windows.
Yeah. Indestructible window. Elgor Void knows all about it.
Mm-hmm. Oops, that is the wrong color paint. Ah. I accidentally went for my black paint when I meant to use my black wash. But nothing I can't fix. Ooh, I've also been watching Star Trek The Next Generation. I think I'm on episode 8. It's very good. I can, like, the show is very, very smartly written. But, it's a little dated.
Why is that?
Everything looks silly, and a lot of the situations are very silly. Like in the last episode, there was an alien that summoned, like 16th century French soldiers that had, like, monkey faces to attack the...
That doesn't sound... That sounds pretty serious.
Like, clearly that's just the access of costumes they had, so they had to make do. Wait till you get to the Irish sex ghost. Oh, I can't wait. TK's 3D Prince loved the new season of Star Trek Discovery. Oh, that's great. My favorite thing about Star Trek Discovery, classically, Star Trek shows are abbreviated. So like Star Trek. So Star Trek: The Next Generation is like TNG, and Star Trek Discovery is STD.
Ah, that's pretty good.
TK's 3D print sounds like Q. It was a Q episode. Don't you guys love it when a cat flips your painting table? What are you painting on where your cat can flip it?
I hate when that happens.
Creme, Hayri, Mimral. Big shout out to Nick.
Oh my gosh. I am also here. Reading is not reading's not what we're good at. We can't even read Ashley.
A cutting board on a TV tray. Interesting.
Are we on your TV?
Ooh, that'd be fancy. Where is my... There it is.
So is there paint everywhere now? Is there paint on the cat?
That means you get to see our lovely full-sized channel banner. That they all look bad on TV.
Yeah.
Everyone's banner for every channel looks awful on TV. Let's see, what brush do I need? Hey peeps, hit the like icon, show your support for the channel. Yes, everybody do that.
Yeah.
And then everyone dislike too. We want one like and one dislike from everybody. Got to balance it out.
Technically, the desk was Giraffe's, not mine. But I got to experience it. Oh. Why isn't there 26 likes?
That's a good question.
That's pretty. It's pretty rude. Okay, why isn't there 25 like someone didn't like that comment?
Dr. Drokel hit like twice as always. Thank you, Dr. Drokel. TK's 3D prints. It's nearly 4 a.m. I think I will start the print tomorrow. It's all set up and ready to go.
It's probably a good idea. Ah, the cat's the same color as he always was. When that happens, when your cat isn't painted.
I've painted the box, but it's looking a little... Jesus Christ, Nick. That was...
Just wanted to show support for the stream.
Burp. Had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's what Bubbly does to you. Sponsored by Bubbly.
It had a subject and a verb. TK's 3D print. Why is Nick not on cam also? We don't know how to do that.
Well, no, not that we don't know how to do it.
That's
it's
true.
The internet
Yeah, it looks
isn't
like
great.
butt when we try to stream his camera through Skype, through OBS, through YouTube. Because these streams are hosted through my computer, and me and Nick are not in the same location.
Yeah,
And
that's your computer. Nick, do you require medical attention? I always do.
Streamlabs. Just use Streamlabs. I'm sure we'll look into it. Although Nick wouldn't be able to turn on his camera anyway because he's painting a secret kill team. And that must remain secret.
That is true. That is true.
It will.
Because that will be a video at some point.
Yeah, Nick's kill team will be done, and then mine will be done sometime early 2022.
Mm-hmm. I'm lucky because I get to paint it during the stream, but I don't get to paint it any other time. So I only get to put an hour, except for our Friday extra Patreon streams. Which, if you want more streams, you can sign up for our Patreon. And on today, on Saturday, when we go a little bit later.
Do you think you'll get a Snickrot model to convert? It's possible. I really like the orc characters offered by Games Workshop. Although there's also some actual Mad Max themed orcs I saw. They were custom ones that I could buy at a resin, and I think I have to pick those up as well. My orc army is so little, though. I mean, how many characters do I need for my 30 orcs and 6 bikes?
That is true.
On Streamlabs, you can have 6 peeps on at the same time. But does that require any more bandwidth? And can I still stream the painting of the model? Because if it takes even one, if it takes even one more pixel, we can't do it.
Right. Although we got something in the mail that should maybe fix some of our problems that we've been having. Although today has been going okay. Looks like it's fine.
No, I'm sure we'll get there. But yeah, I would love the Snickrot model. I might, because I think Snickrot is a commando and you can take commandos and kill team. So that would give me a good excuse. Gorka Morka is just Mad Max with orcs. Yes. You can enlarge the screen and have the other screen small under your window. Neat.
Yep, we'll look into it. I saw Squidmars did
I
a little
saw
stream
that.
today.
I didn't watch any of it.
I watched a brief 5 minutes. Just wanted to see the setup.
Was it good?
Questions, and he was answering them.
That's neat.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's good.
I probably should have joined in. That would have been fun.
He's good. He's handsome.
He
Talks about some
is
models.
above
Perfect.
average for a wargamer in terms of
Who's the most handsome wargame
Squidmar.
YouTube
Gotta be, right?
person?
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, I'm asking everyone.
from Mini Wargaming, Mini Wargamer Dave is pretty ripped. He's pretty jacked.
Dave.
If anybody is a Games Workshop like lore master, Quirk was pretty good looking. He worked there for a hot sec. Mini Wargaming.
Mini Wargaming.
Minigamer Quirk. Minigamer Quirk from Mini Wargaming. James. Yeah.
James Fowler. Hi. Oh, go ahead.
Tomorrow I'm going to be working on my Blood Angels army and have one part be Knights of the Blood. This will be my first time painting, so do you have any tips for a beginner? Wow. When you're just starting out, I think just getting paint on a model is a good start. If you can, I'd suggest trying a wet palette, which we have a wonderful video on. And that video is like 6 years old, and it's still the exact same wet palette setup I use today. You need a little Reynolds parchment paper, a napkin, and a plate.
You should probably prime your model, especially if you're going to play with it, and give it some thin coats of paint while you're painting it.
Oops.
Hey, for some reason.
Ah. James Fowler does not have a wet palette, but do you have a plate? Because if you own a plate, you own a wet palette. I am currently painting with a dinner plate. And I always have, so you don't need nothing fancy.
Augustus, I've got to make a channel. I'll be up there too. Not to be vain. Sounds like someone's a little vain. Yeah, pics. Send us your picture so we can fact check you. Tag us on a post on Instagram at EonsOfBattle.
Wylock is the handsomest around, or Tavorian. I don't know those guys. What kind of...
Nothing fair. Dinner
Yeah.
plates.
I mean, you could use a round one too. What kind of paints do I have? I have Army Painter, Games Workshop, Vallejo, and Privateer Press P3. I also have some Artist Inks. I have Higgins and Dollar Roundney inks. And I actually have the Army Painter washes set coming to me tomorrow, which I'm very excited about.
Ooh. You love Army Painter,
I
so
like
this is
their
very
washes.
exciting for you.
I'm lukewarm on their paints.
Lukewarm?
And not like Luke in the Tauntaun warm, just regular Luke. Where did I put my brush?
You just hate it when you lose your brush? When you're brushless?
These are some very...
For beginners, I'd go to Warhammer's official YouTube and find one of their Blood Angel videos.
Probably a good idea.
They have some vids on getting stuff battle ready, which are pretty newbie friendly and easy to follow.
Midwinter is another good channel if you want easy paint schemes.
Yeah.
And you might want to base your minis. And I can think of a couple of a YouTube channel with a lot of basing videos. Goobertown Hobbies.
What is it?
No, it's a little channel called Eons of Battle. Yeah.
That's us. That's where we are right now.
And we have some really good videos coming out soon on basing. Working on them a little bit today.
Oh boy. Hey, I was working on a base editing one. Little different side.
I got into Warhammer 40k because of watching a YouTuber named Thunder Psyker doing a retrospective of Dawn of War, and also saw the campaign on YouTube. That is how I now love the 40k universe.
Bye, Craig Turpin.
Good night.
We'll be thinking about you.
Ashla is back.
I just need to record your Mongoloid responses to my name. Bloody hell, I'm British. You damn foreign sods. Exactly. We're from America. We speak American. And this is how we talk.
I got into 40k through Dawn of War and didn't even know it was Warhammer 40k related until years later. Yeah, I hear that a lot. People get into the books, the video games.
I won't speak Welsh then, lol.
So I think my next plan of action, while I wait for my big pile of teeth to dry, is I'm going to freehand teeth on the back of his ammo box.
Oh, that's going to be really adorable.
And so if a herd of giraffes is still around, you're going to see a little freehanding.
Ah. World War Art is back.
I also found this last year and now love the series called If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Yes, that is peak 40k YouTube content. I remember there was like a week where all I did was binge those videos. Didn't eat, didn't sleep, just watched.
Yeah. Yeah, you were wearing a diaper. It was kind of a dark time for you, wasn't it? TK's 3D Prince is heading to bed.
Good night, TK.
Good night. I'll miss you. Ashley. You speak English. Damn Yanks. I'm sorry, I can't respect a culture that doesn't even have its own language. We do. It's American. That's what my grandma said. We speak American here.
Cheeseburger, shotgun, Glock.
She told me that with her. Yep, that's what she sounds like. It's a little awkward. It's very a lot of switching languages. It's really hard. McDonald's.
Taco Bell. Oh.
No, she would never say that. No. It's not American enough in her mind.
Got to get yourself a nice American brand like Panda Express.
Exactly. Deep South accents sound British if you listen to them long enough.
There's a northern East Coast accent that sounds very British as well.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, hell yeah.
There was some anime that had a typical American as seen through Japanese eyes. I'm sure it was very, very nice.
Nos da Welsh for good night. I need that spelled out phonetically, and I'll still get it wrong. But that's very interesting. Thanks for sharing that.
Y'all got your own language. Can you please say Jaguar? Jaguar?
Jaguar.
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 Wire? Jaguar?
Jaguar. Jag.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Hey, don't go picking on my favorite authentic Chinese food chain. They have pandas. That's how you know they're legit. I don't think legally it's Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, which is stupid. It's just KFC. Interesting.
Or just the Colonel.
Dr. Drokel, American is technically a language. American English is considered to be different from other English dialects, as it sometimes has different spellings and pronunciations.
That is true, but aren't technically all can't everything be a dialect?
I mean, it's English.
I took a class on this. I took linguistics. I took linguistics 101. And I found out that everyone talks a little different. And I thought, I knew that. Why do I need to take this class? Because it satisfied a humanity.
And then that class was and that class cost $500 for you to take it. Okay, here's how you say it. Jaguar.
Jaguar. Isn't that what we said?
Not Jaguar.
Jaguar. Ah.
We said Jaguar.
That's what I don't get. How It's not. There's no right anything. Everyone just talks.
No, you're wrong.
Like, if everyone has their own unique dialect, or like different places have their own dialect, then how come what I say is wrong? But like, if I was from a certain place,
Well,
it
because
would
you
be
said it.
correct. Yes.
Because you said it. No. It's because
Okay,
you
I get it
specifically
now.
said it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just like
Big.
bag and bag. Up in Wisconsin, it's big, but here it's bag.
I like wherever beer is a 2-syllable word. Just beer.
Bearer.
Beer.
Car and cat.
Care. Get in the care.
Cat.
Get in the care.
We have Amazon
bubblers
bucks.
and water fountains. I mean, that's just a different word, but
Yes.
isn't there a thing like
Use guys
dressers
and
and
y'all.
Davenports?
That's. I am not sure. Boston accent. Cat. Wow, we're just on the same. Just a burpee boys in a burpee world.
I'm a burpee boy in a burpee world wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic.
You can any way you wanna burp. Yeah. Come on, burpee, let's go party.
How many custodies do you think Henry Cavill, and do you think he already got the 9th edition codex? I mean, presumably he has a box because they're sold by the box. I doubt he was accidentally painting them, so he probably has, you know, maybe a start collecting or little army. Or a big army. He's got the money. He could get the Forge World transports. Although he'd have to do another season of Witcher to be able to afford a second transport.
Oh no, Joey Flores just gave us a copyright strike for us singing
Yes, of course.
our little melody. Jewish accents as well.
No, I think we'd be canceled.
Sister 2 says hillbilly form of warsh.
Warsh.
Wash and warsh. And my cousin Connor, he always had like a little bit of a New York accent. He always ended his words weird. But he grew out of it. I mean, nobody knows why he talked that way. Like he would say "ka," all that weird stuff, and nobody knows why because we all speak Midwesterny, except for him.
I haven't seen The Witcher either. I just know Henry Cavill's in it. I think it's Cavill, isn't it? Aren't I saying the word wrong? It's an invention of Hollywood and radio from before the age of TV. It was called the transatlantic accent and was supposed to be a combination of the best of American accents combined together.
Is that weird movie speak that they used to have in the olden days?
Come on down to the carnival, folks. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
It really smacked
Yeah,
those
whatever that
consonants.
is. Yeah.
And remember to pick up a Lucky Strike cigarette. Get some for the kids, too.
And we just made a new dirigible.
Purchase the new Ford Edsel, now with lead-based fuel.
Did you hear your cousin Connor say, "I'm walking here"? You better believe
I hope
it.
they...
We used to say that to him.
I bet that's why he stopped. From bullying.
Yeah, we trained him out of it.
I just hope they bring back other Primarchs like Sanguinius. Have they not made Sanguinius yet? That's outrageous.
Ah, yes, it is that the old movie speak, like Audrey Hepburn.
Asthma. Cigarettes to cure your asthma. Is your child acting up? Give him a Lucky Strike cigarettes. It'll calm him down.
Start him young. Start him young.
They have a... Oh! Casey Lance, I didn't even think about Sanguinius coming back for 40k. I don't know if he can... I mean, I guess anyone could come back,
40K?
but Sanguinius is definitely dead in 40k. Horus killed him. I don't love all of the 30k character models. The only one I really like is Dorn. Exactly.
Yep.
I think the Imperium needs to develop the accent of propaganda.
Yeah. There used to be a radioactive drink in the 1900s.
And it was
That makes
called
sense.
Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm. Made with real cocaine.
Mushroom Mephiston.
My mom worked with doctors who were my mom worked with doctors who were from that era, and literally everyone
Oh,
to
I'm
this
sure.
day smoked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks cool,
oh, yeah,
doesn't
smoking
it?
looks like fun. I just thought of something funny right now. Imagine Henry Cavill showing up with his Custodes, and all you hear is the TTS Pillarmen theme. What is the TTS Pillarmen theme? TTS.
It's not funny.
I'm sure it is if you know a TTS pillar. Is that
Yeah.
Mission Impossible? He was in Mission Impossible. There's a great moment in Mission Impossible where Henry Cavill reloads his arms. Like he gets knocked out of a fight, and as he walks back, he does like a weird like arm flex, and so it's like he's reloading his arms. Oh no, I don't think I would like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not really into shonen anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure looks a little too bizarre for me. A friend of mine, though, adores it beyond all things. I'm sure Nick would love it.
Yep. Anime's not for me.
James Fowler. Also, I got Sanguinius model from Forge World a while back, and he's on my bucket list to paint to build and paint. Very cool. I appreciate the collector aspect of the Forge World character series. I just think most of them kind of look not bad. I think it's just I love the Dorn character so much because he's standing proud with his chainsword resting on the ground, and he looks very stern and focused. Mm-hmm. Whereas all of the other Primarchs are like mid sword swing, and they've got like a screamy open mouth. And what I think is so cool about Dorn is like, I would imagine that for the Primarchs, like combat is like breathing. And so I don't think that they would have their, they would be like mid-scream giving their 110% to take out some pleb in front of them. Like they're planning a battle that's going to spread across multiple planets. They're probably barely putting any of their effort into killing the pleb in front of them.
That was gross.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure isn't really a shonen, it's just JoJo. The Gilliman Forge World model is good. I don't like the Gilliman model either. He looks a little small.
You know, like I'm a little big.
Make Dorn's mustache canon. The lion's pretty cool. Still kind of the same problem though. I don't love the action poses as much as I love just the standing proud poses.
I don't know, it just sounds like you're a big hater.
Yeah. I mean I guess I'm guessing if I had read the Horus Heresy series, I would appreciate it more. But yeah, I think Dorn is the only one I'd get. And I would love to buy Sigismund, but I think Sigismund looks bad. He's not a Primarch, but he's in the character series. And he looks bad. He's in like I think he's in Mark III power armor, and they got his legs all wrong. It looks like he's got funnels on his legs when it's supposed to be like armor sitting on top of armor. And he's tiny, and he's like $80. He's the size of a regular Space Marine. Yeah.
Oh, and he's $80? Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a no for me, dog.
How can you not like Horus? Horus is pretty cool. And you know what? Horus is not in a battle pose. Aw, thanks, Moseth. I'm glad you like our stuff.
Yeah.
Horus Heresy is like $50. Oh, is that all? Rogel Dorn if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device is hilarious. I think he is pretty funny. Doesn't he wear he wears the big armor. He wears the Centurion armor. I was dead in pretend. Alright, I gotta focus. Gotta get a little bit more painting done. Also, I'm mostly happy with the teeth.
Your teeth. I was doing a little bit of a bad job too.
Maybe just a little bit more dark colors. Can anyone else back me up, though, that Sigismund looks bad? I'm a Black Templar player, so I want him. But I don't want a model that looks bad.
Your crystal bases, I came to this channel for my Blackstone Fortress bases. It's on the docket, Blackstone Fortress bases. I haven't quite figured out the perfect look yet, but it's coming. It's generally agreed upon that Dorn has some pretty sweet chops. Yeah, where did this Dorn has a big mustache come from? Is that in the books and just not in the models? Or is that just like fans kind of wish listing? Oh, it's just the fans. Y'all should do a great unclean one. I'd like to paint the model. I've seen a lot of people. It seems like most people just go washes and contrast, which works perfectly for that model. But I think what I would do is I would try to paint it like all with brush. And I think I would do like stripes. Like kind of like frogs have like coloration to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be cute.
Mo Seth, thanks for the tip. That is very nice of you. Wow, what did we do to deserve that?
Great to see how far you guys have come. Aww. That's very nice of you.
Casey Lance, a lot of official art had Dorn with a mustache back in the Dizzy. Neat. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, MVP.
What's next? I got my teeth, I got my box. Let me paint the shoes. And the shoes are going to be a very exciting black.
Wow. Really splurging.
Maybe I need to rewatch If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I think it'd be the fastest way to learn to... Yep.
Gotta add
I think it'd be the fastest way to relearn the 40k lore. A fairly inaccurate retelling of 40k. I love my favorite character in text-to-speech device is Kitten. I know the black boots aren't exciting, but it's my scheme. God damn it! What should he wear? Like pink Uggs?
Yes, I mean.
Yeah, no.
You shouldn't have said that because that's what it should be. Pink Uggs. All right, how much money could someone send you for a tip?
I don't want to paint the shoes pink, but like if you I would do something silly, but I want them to look reasonably, like a frightening orc war boss. I think my plan was his shoulder pads. One of them is going to be checkerboard. One of them is going to be standard metal. Both his weapons are going to be rusty silver. I think the armor on his chest is going to be red with black teeth. And I don't know. I think I might do orange for his knees. But then I should do orange somewhere else too. I think if his knees and his shoulder pads were the same color, I think that would look pretty nice. Long-suffering assistants make the best characters. Yes, they do, and that's why I love Kitten. Orange would look nice, I think. Do I have orange anywhere else in my army?
Mosseth asks, do you guys have any plans to do some more battle reports?
I would love to do kill team reports. The only thing, and we got a little crowd here. I would love to ask, do you guys like battle reports? Because I feel like they're all bad. Like I can't even get through like the tabletop minions battle reports. I just can't on tabletop, yeah.
Or on
and
tabletop?
They're the best. With all the graphics and the little talking head moments. As soon as they start rolling dice, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, I don't know what he needs to get. I don't know what the stakes are. I don't know what either of their plan is. Like, I can't... Maybe it's just because I don't know the game very well, but it's hard for me to follow what's happening. I kind of like scrolling through a Striking Scorpion video. Casey Lance battle reports are boring as fuck. I tend to agree.
Oh, man.
Midwinter does the best. I don't know if I've watched a Midwinter battle report.
I think it'd be really cool if it was a battle report, but it was like shot like a movie. Yeah,
that's what I would want to do. And then my nasally voice over it, over it all.
Cool. Yeah. All right, so the orcs on turn 2.
But yeah, if you make it like a story, then I could follow it. If it's just...
I want full production dialogue and lighting. All right.
Easy.
So that's a great way to bring up the Patreon. You want that support us on Patreon, guys.
Maybe we make that our first tier. If we hit a certain, we'll start battle reports. I mean, we're probably gonna do it regardless, but hey, you might as well.
That'd be cool.
If you support us, we'll do it. Also, if you don't support us, we'll probably still do it.
Yeah. Stop motion would be cool. Pretty cool.
I think we would do like a hybrid of stop motion. Like stop motion shots, but then most of it would just be like camera movements.
Oh, and we know a thing or two about camera movements.
I just remember Vulcan, and TTS. I want to boop the snoot, Corvus. Do not boop the snoot. Good old text-to-speech. Striking Scorpion is a winner for immersion, definitely. Why don't you invent some narrative kill team scenarios?
In fact, yeah, I think that's on the docket.
And I was reading some of the basic kill team missions, and they sound epic. There's one called Hold the Line, where one player scores victory points for every model they get over a certain board edge, and the other person wins victory points for every enemy model they prevent from going over the board edge. Doesn't that sound like the awesomest game ever?
Yeah, that does sound cool. Kilgore Void. I'll do your dialogue. I have an okay voice. Oh, you need to share that with us.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. You have to send us a sample.
Some nice ASMR.
Yeah. Greetings. I'm
just pick up a copy of 50 Shades of Grey and then do a selective reading from it. Then
from page 69.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if there's a sex scene on page 69? I watched
that would be good.
I watched the first half of that movie and it's boring as hell. I think there's 3.
2? Because if there's 2, I've seen them both. Okay, there's 3. I've seen 2 of them.
And are they boring as hell? When do they start banging?
I mean, I wasn't. So yeah, I watched the first one. I watched with my girlfriend, and we stopped caring real quick, and then we watched the second one in theaters way back when. But she enjoyed them, and now we're not dating. That was
Do it like a Ken Burns style documentary. 16 hours, long shots zooming in and out of still photos. I was homeschooled, so I watched the entire Ken Burns documentary on the Civil War, and I still have like the 4 the musical songs they put in it. Because I've listened to them for hours and hours on end.
With my girlfriend. Psst.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't long. Nick with the flex, he's had sex. You don't know that. You don't know what I've done.
Yeah, Joey Flores, that's pretty much
You're
exactly
shaming me.
what we've talked about doing. Play the game through and then record the movements and actions taken, then go back and reenact. Make it from the viewers make it with the viewers in mind.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the best way to do it.
I definitely for me striking Scorpion, and then I just skipped to all the parts where he just explains what happened. Is it true the rumor that Gilliman and the Dark Eldar waifu are dating? I think that's still I think that's fan fiction. Although I'm very tempted to read the Triumvirate of the Fall, or not the Triumvirate of the Fallen. That's the name of the box that those models came in. What is like the new 40k lore books called? I've heard they're not great, but it'd be kind of cool to know the new stuff that's happening. I have the from the Triumvirate of the Fallen. I have Saint Celestine, and it's by far the most fragile model I own. Even more so than those salamanders.
Waving in the wind.
I can see why they haven't made another mini quite like that again. Very
bouncy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of something to battle the bounce.
Speaking of battling the bounce, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss.
All right, now he's gone. Has he told any of you about the secret kill team? I'm sorry, I was leaving you a nice little message about your creative hobby skills, and then halfway through you talk of musicals, then 50 Shades of Grey, and I had to quit. You sick bastards. Subscribed. Well, thank you, Ashley. We don't talk about 50 Shades of Grey every stream, just most of them. Yeah, I think I watched that in a group, and I think we thought it was going to be a so bad it's good. It was not. It was just a so bad it's bad. Battle to Bounce, Sexual Tyrannosaurs, and Dick Towel, one night only. Kilgore Void, if you want to send us audio, where would I send it? That's a good question, Kilgore Void. If it's a small audio sample, probably best just to send it to through email at eonsofbattle@gmail.com. Yeah, they told me what your secret kill team was.
Oh no!
Turns out you're actually starting a Flames of War brigade. You're playing the Germans.
Yeah, exactly. Good old Ashley.
I did.
I don't know which ones you read.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
I would love to see Games Workshop do
to just say that, yeah, Sanguinius is coming back, and they release a trailer with Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. That would be an epic way to bring him back. It would be interesting. And he's just still got a big old hole in him.
Oh, send an audio.
I suggested just send it in an email to...
Where were you?
Because you don't want to send it somewhere public, probably.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. The EonsOfBattle at gmail.com.
It's 4 hours.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, send it in parts. It'll just be like 20 emails long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Psycho Yak. Psycho Yak. Oh, I love that name so much. The Plague War Dark Imperium books are really meh. Most of it is just a big ad for the new Primaris model. And barely references the comeback of Gilliman. Isn't the whole book about the Triumvirate of the Fallen going and getting Gilliman from his stasis on Ultramar? A small...
Do they call him the comeback kid?
A small herd of drafts. It's just Kilgore Void reading 50 Shades of Grey as Gilbert Godfrey. Plot twist, it's the audio of this stream.
Maybe it's a super cut of all of us.
Oh,
all
that'd
the
be fun.
burps put together.
Yeah, I would love if we had like an editor that we could just throw projects like that at, and they just have a bad
imagine
life.
us having an editor. Yeah. Oh man, would that suck?
I mean, how many hours of streaming do we have?
Wow.
We've
been doing this for a long time now. Doing it for a month.
Oh, it's got to be more than a month. The Salamanders took a month, or took 2 weeks, and then the bike took 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's look. Eons of burps.
Psycho Yak. Nope, it's just the Crusade and against the Death Guard. I did, though. I've listened to a little bit of a YouTuber shared a scene of the Ultramarine Primarch Rowboat Girly Man meeting Mortarion again, and that seemed pretty dope.
Our test stream was on September 19th. Our first real stream was September 28th. Wondering what time is it where you guys are? It is almost 11 p.m.
It is almost 11 p.m. here.
We are in Central
the Resurrection
Time.
of Gilliman, I think you mean Girly Man, were referenced in the Gathering Storm rulebook. Interesting. I didn't know that. I knew Celestine and the Sisters of Battle and the Black Templar were important in getting everyone to Rubute Gilliman's body on Ultramar. And then the Dark Eldar brought him back to life. I know she's not technically a Dark Eldar, but whatever. The Dark Eldar lady. The one with the bustle gown. Which is actually a pretty dope model. So I had this interesting death battle, and who you think would win? Darkseid versus the Emperor of Man. Dude, who's Darkseid? Is that DC? Is that the guy who beat Superman? I don't know. I'm gonna say the Emperor, because he's a god, pretty much. What size drill bit do you use for drilling the barrels? Hard to say. I drill a lot of different barrels. Like I drilled this barrel, and so I probably used like a 1/4 incher. A lot of the times I don't actually drill the barrel though. For anything smaller than like a Space Marine bolt gun, I just stick my X-Acto knife tip in the barrel and then give it a twist, and that kind of makes a little hole.
You give it
Yeah.
a tip twist. A twisty wristy.
A nice rim job.
Gosh, that is the one of people's favorite things to comment about on that video.
The tip and twist. Oh, we need to make that into a video, the tip and twist.
Yeah, Eons of Battle and yep, tip and twist, slip and slide, and it's we have everything. Ashlech, we're in the Midwest. That's where we are.
Yeah, my address is
Specific. Yeah, and Social Security number is. What do other countries have? Do they have Social Security numbers that are something British
post
related?
whatever your identification number is in the chat.
Yeah, how does all that work?
That's a good question though.
Because we have like a 7-digit number that's easily guessable, and everything about your life depends on it, and it's really hard to get a one if something bad happens.
Speaking of Social Security numbers, I gotta go take a piss. So you're gonna leave the model right there.
Great. Oh, very, very. My stream isn't live. There it is. Eons of Battle at wetandwildslipperytwistdicktowels.com. I got an email of the audio. Now, if I should listen to it right now, or if I should listen to it with Jay in person later. I'll have to ask him when he comes back from his piss. Also, really hard to get a reissue birth cert as well. Yeah, I have a friend of mine. He was in Seattle, and he do a React video. He was in Seattle high at an airport, but he got high at the Seattle airport by accident, and he accidentally passed out because he was so high. His phone fell out of his pocket. Someone stole his phone. It didn't have a passcode found, and the person found like the Social Security number and everything. And it's been like 2 years, and he's still getting his accounts pinged, and he can't get his Social Security number changed. Now, he was high on purpose, but he didn't want to get that high. It's pretty bad. But yeah, he still gets like people opening up bank accounts in his name and stuff. And then I think they connected to the Facebook account and trying to get money from family members and other people. It was pretty crazy. Listen to it at the quiet of the night in your most moments. Oh boy.
Do a React video to Kilgore Void?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
We got the
Can't
audio.
wait to give that a listen.
Yeah. We'll have to. Should we listen to this in person later?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
like
sure.
on Monday? Okay. We won't open it. We will. Kilgore Void. Do you think it would be appropriate to do a React video on the Patreon? Or would you not like that? Because we don't have to. Pecan. Good night.
Good night.
Godspeed. do a Patreon only react video.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it on Monday.
I'm expecting the audio
That sounds
clip
like
to
so
be
much
straight
fun.
up anime girl noises.
Better be.
I had a family member recently get scammed by someone pretending to be the power company, threatened to shut them down.
I talked about our friend. I talked about our friend that got his identity
Yes,
stolen.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
in quite
Mm-hmm.
in quite the way. I'm beyond
Yeah. Did somebody fill in on what dark side is? Darkseid is from DC Comics and from New Gods. That's all I know. He's the ruler of the planet Apocalypse. I bet the Emperor wins because the Emperor is in charge of many planets, not just one. Does the Emperor get his legions? Painting teeth, look at me go painting teeth.
Super.
Yeah.
That was a very cute song. We're gonna have to make more songs.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
last one
it
we
did so great. Darkseid is the big bad guy from the DC universe. Ooh, you know what I have to read? I own it too. I really should read it. I need to read the second half of the Watchmen sequel. I think it's called Doomsday Clock. The first half was very good. I think the only reason I haven't read it is because I'm a little nervous that the front half is very much Watchmen, and then the second half is going to be all DC. And I'm not up on my DC knowledge as much. You know, I know the basics. You know, Mr. Freeze, the Joker, Riddler, Batman, Superman. But I'll read it. I need to finish it. All right, I think I'm gonna hold off on his boots because they're gonna be metal, and I'm gonna do the same metal I do on his weapons, which is gonna be Vallejo liquid gold silver. So I think I'm just gonna finish off his dick towel.
silver and dick towel.
Doomsday Clock is pretty good. I'm very much not for bringing them into the main continuity. Yeah, although is there? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big comic person, but I just assume that nothing is canon. I assume nothing is canon, and I sleep better at night. All right, how to paint his
Nothing is real.
Towel. Am I definitely gonna go white? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go clean white because I already kind of used tan white for parts of his coat. I think. Is white just gonna bring too much attention to his dick, though?
Yeah. But maybe he wants attention to his dick. I mean, I'm gonna be looking either way.
What color to paint his little bitty dick towel? I don't know, but while I think about it, I think I'm gonna paint his little bag, and I'm gonna paint it red.
What do y'all think is in the little bag?
Probably more teeth, if I had to guess.
Okay. I mean, that's
No,
not
that's
fun though. That's not fun because that's probably what it is. So what?
Little bump of Coke.
Oh, good. Not white, but maybe
Well, but
cream.
I don't want to do cream because I did cream for his collar and cuffs.
What if it was a 50 Shades of
Ah.
Grey?
Darkseid was the ruler of only one planet because he didn't desire to conquer more. He seeks the anti-life equation, which will grant him control over all sentient beings. Plus, Darkseid's Omega Beam attack from eyes like heat vision follows a target endlessly and will either disintegrate them or send them back in time, or sometimes other wonky things. But the Emperor is also a very powerful psyker, so who knows what would happen. Paint the towel a dark color with white stains.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Dishwasher gray.
Oops, that's probably not enough red. Emperor wins, otherwise it's heresy. That is very true. Good old Big E.
Biggie Smalls.
My favorite Biggie Small songs is the YouTube mashup of Biggie and Thomas the Tank Engine.
This is pretty good. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yep, it's pretty good.
It works really, really well. I think it's the Ringo Starr influence.
Yeah, definitely.
Kilgore Void. So I finished my current squat. What's next? Astartes, Necron, or Scions? Ooh, I like the Scions. I saw a dope paint scheme a while back that was black armor with red cloth parts. And they were actually, it was 10 Tempesta Scions with that scheme, followed by a Inquisitor in a very similar paint scheme. Instead of a map on the Games Workshop Citadel Dick Towel, maybe paint just a big scratchy red X. Like you always see on a treasure map because X marks his spot. Ooh. Yeah, it is a nice big canvas. I could do some interesting stuff. What to paint on his dick towel? I think I'm going to call this character, because he's kind of based on the Bullet Farmer from Mad Max. I'm going to call him the Teef Farmer. Oh, you know what? Let me just Google Bullet Farmer and see if there's anything I can get from that.
Mood board?
I could have. That would have been smart. Mad Max. All right, so he's got a lot of bullets. And it looks like he's wearing camouflage fatigues.
Maybe it's
Ooh, that could be a fun nod. Some camouflage. And he's got his like army crate right next to him. That seems like a pretty cool idea.
And the spots look like bullets.
Well, we'll see if I can make it look like camo and then go from there.
Bullet camo.
Mm-hmm. All right, what camo is he wearing?
Digital.
No, it's not digital. It looks like the old Army Rangers camo.
Digital. I always really like the sailor outfits.
The blue camo? Or no, that was the Air Force.
I like the white hats with the white pants and the white shirt thing with a little scarf.
You're thinking
I
like
love that.
Popeye.
Yeah, I like that look. Well, no, but people I've seen, because there's may or may not be a naval base nearby, and
you're
when
right,
they go
you're
out,
right.
it's what they
Yeah.
wear. And it's amazing, and I love it.
All right, so first I need kind of a light, probably a little bone white mixed with my Elysian green.
Casey Lance is getting sleepy. Casey Lance is also drunk and says, hugs for everyone. See you later. Yes, hugs for you too. Have a good night's
night,
sleep.
Casey Lance.
Hugging people in your dreams. Sleep it off, Casey. All I want to do is listen to that audio.
If you do camo, you could also do black camo face paint on the finished face. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. I think I might have to try that. I just had a thought of a sailor suit a la Japanese waifus, and I got really confused and bewildered.
Look at those sailors go. Remember Tom? He dressed as a
did.
sailor
Yep.
for Halloween. But he was having fun in Boys Town.
sailor.
Yeah, he was having fun in Boys Town. It was awesome. Remember when he used to bring young
He
men
did.
around? It was awesome.
He could reel him in. It's 5 a.m. here in the UK, and I'm up building Trogoth with some live company which helps. What model is Trogoth? That sounds familiar.
Joey Flores. Also haven't been paying attention. Been getting my paint pots ready to be moved over to paint droppers.
Nice. Is Trogoth a wrestler? I'll have to recreate the camouflage on his face from Arnold Schwarzenegger's camouflage that he puts on himself in the movie Commando.
Oh, it's an Age of Sigmar. But using them in my homebrew HeroQuest campaign. Neat.
Yeah, I don't know if I have room on the old hard drive for keeping track of Age of Sigmar models.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty much at capacity.
Yeah, you can only have part of the 40k
Mm-hmm.
catalog in there right now. Yeah, think about it. If we start playing Age of Sigmar one day,
Mm-hmm.
how much you're just gonna have to
That's
switch
true. I'll
over.
have to. I'll have to
I'm
delete some of my Harry Potter and Star Wars knowledge.
Well, you can delete the Harry
That's
Potter.
true.
That's fine.
Yeah.
People don't like that
Cancelled.
anymore for good reasons. Um, even you having it on your hard drive is a bad
Yes.
thing. Um, but yeah, I was looking at some. I may or may not have been talking with Lucky Bat today,
Ooh.
and I was looking at Goom Spike
Ah,
gifts.
they're great.
Hey, we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about them because they're really cute.
Heretic.
So, because I feel like if I was gonna do Age of Sigmar, that's what I'd be doing.
I'd do the Lizardman. I'd be lizardmenning it up. I'd be lizarding right in the man.
Ooh.
But boss, I thought you said you'd let me live. Or no, it wasn't. Isn't the quote? I thought you said you'd kill me last. And then Arnold says, "I lied," and then drops him. And then doesn't he walk back to the car and she asks what happened and he says like he took a fall or something. That movie is full of awful one-liners. Let off some steam, Bennett. Please don't bother my friend. He's dead tired. Lizarding right on the man is supposed to be OnlyFans content.
You better believe it.
I also got a drop pod. I'm thinking of either painting it Blood Ravens colors or Death Company colors. I can't decide. Ooh, James Fowler, have you built the drop pod? I've always heard it's a nightmare to build. I think some of the most interesting drop pods I've seen are when people kind of go really utilitarian with them. And so instead of painting them like in the nice chapter heraldry, they kind of paint them like a solid color and then just weather the hell out of them. Like they just they shoot them down to the planet and then just scrape them off the ground and use them again.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. It's a good idea.
And then you paint the nice hazard striping on the inside. Because they wipe down the inside.
They get it ready.
Alright, what's the next color of camouflage? Probably brown. Black is the top color. So brown. And it looks like chocolate brown to me, which is good, because that's my favorite brown. Although Vallejo chocolate brown doesn't thin very well. It tends to lose its pigment. So I'm going to have to use a little matte medium.
Well, that's rude of it. I like Big Matt better.
Mm-hmm.
I lied about getting to the fun parts today. I think I'm gonna power through the bad stuff on some of them, and then maybe next stream I'll have some fun. I want to get them all to a similar place.
I'm gonna add my my reference image to chat just so that I don't have to keep going back and forth.
Oh, to the...
Open. And I'm gonna put it directly over the model so no one can see what I'm doing. Here, I think I know the perfect spot for it.
Perfect. But it's gonna be over me.
Why would you think that?
Look at that camo.
Yeah, I'll put it right here.
Perfect. Nick has left the chat. Maseth, is this live stream going to be more a regular thing? We've been doing it a lot.
Yes.
Well, we do Monday through Saturday. We do it at 9 p.m. Central Time, and then if you want an extra stream, 4 extra streams a month, a week.
You had it right, and
month.
then you ruined it.
4 extra streams a month. I did. I got scared because
Yeah.
I was thinking about what you said, how you say it, and then if you want an extra stream, 4 extra streams a month, join our Patreon, and then we also do a longer stream on Saturdays.
Yeah. If you...
So yeah. So our next stream will be
Yes, and it'll be continuing
Monday.
to paint this model.
A small herd of giraffes. Okay, I've finally given up on my checkerboard. I've been at it for too long, and I give up. Aw.
Checkerboard is very hard. I used to make the mistake of going light color and then dark checkers on top. You got to go the other way because you're gonna make mistakes, and it's much easier to fix the light color mistakes than the dark color. All right, so far it looks like he's just got a bunch of poops, but which is not, yeah, that's not inaccurate.
Maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a dick towel after all.
This is what he uses to wipe. I mean, it's not like they got TP on the battlefield.
It's true. TP on the battlefield. In real life? I guess in real... So, if you're in a country that's full of sand and you're at war, do you bring toilet paper with you? Or what do you do?
I think they provide the soldiers with toilet paper.
You can't use a leaf.
They probably got it in the Humvee.
Yeah, but what if you're... I guess you're... What if there's no Humvee?
That's true. Maybe you commandeer a toilet. They're asking the real questions here. How do you poop?
Oh. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Let me check.
Okay. It looks like our connection's pretty bad or something.
Yeah, it looks like we had a dip.
There we go. Maseth. Okay, sorry, I missed the weekly stuff for work. Well, we do upload them to YouTube, so you could check them out after the fact as well. On our channel page, there's a playlist called All Streams if you want to go.
Yeah, you
can't
find them in the regular video section. Got to go to the playlists.
Yeah, go to the playlists. But it's all good. We'll be here on Saturdays.
I just repainted his pauldron about 6 times, and I am admitting defeats. I don't regret switching from the Space Wolves. Cleaner finish with the color scheme and less small painful details to paint like fur and claws. I do love a Space Wolf.
They're very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Space puppies. I used to do packages for soldiers in the Middle East, and toilet paper was their #1 asked for gift. That makes sense. Apparently,
They need some bounty, some charm and ultra strength.
yeah, bounties. I think those are
yeah, they don't make
paper towels.
They don't make TP. I feel like you could, you just set the machine to thin. I'm sure that's all there is to
I
it,
guess
right?
so. Yeah. Mosseth likes the camo.
It's common. I guess we'll see. Maybe when I've layered up the other colors, it'll start to come together. Still have 2 more colors to go: a dark green and a black. That'll probably be gray so that I can highlight it.
I think Max Lee Fox asked for a camo vid.
It's hard. I don't even know if I know how to do it.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're about to find out.
I did a desert camo back in the day. I have no idea why. I think it's the only camo we did.
Okay.
Cougar Void. This tastes like toilet paper. I think that is toilet paper, Earl. Ah, good old Tremors 2 reference. I like Tremors 2 a lot. I think Tremors 1 and 2 are a wonderful double feature. 3 has its moments. I like Tremors 4 a lot. Tremors 5 sucks. Tremors 6 sucks. And I can't wait to watch Tremors 7. Which is out now.
And there we have it.
I think my biggest disappointment with the Tremors franchise is deciding to change the look of the graboids.
Douchebags.
Yeah, Tremors 4 is awesome. Yeah, I liked the show too. I had it on DVD. I think I still own it on DVD. I just don't know where it is. But yeah, it was a good show. The show is better than Tremors 5, 6, and I'm gonna guess 7. Had some great episodes, like the episode where they have to. There's like a new monster because it turns out that there was an evil laboratory right nearby, of course. And Doc Brown is in the show as a scientist. Marnie McFly is not in the show.
That's upsetting. It is Tremors.
I've been stunned by how nice the 40k community is. Overall, I've, knock on wood, have never found anyone gatekeeping or anything other than people being helpful and welcoming. I agree. I don't know anyone, I haven't run into anyone who's like, oh, you're a giant douche.
Our
comments sometimes, but those are comments. People are gonna be douche. Like I've never like run into a person at the shop or anything. Maybe the old store manager, Dave. That guy sucked.
Yeah, he sucked. Yeah, he sucked. Buy Dark Vengeance. I don't want the armies in Dark Vengeance. Buy Dark Vengeance. Sometimes every once in a while I use a personal account to reply to
I
people
saw a
in the
little of that
comments.
today.
That was very fun.
You know, that guy was a little bit right though about the we've had a lot of clickbait titles lately.
Yeah.
I think though some people though they kind of they feel a little attacked when there's a clickbaity title because they don't quite get that like YouTube titles don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube title is just one of our very few ways to try to get views. Yeah.
Trick people into watching.
Yeah.
I like how I said it. I love it though.
I always click on the profile before I respond to a mean comment just to check that they're not like 11.
I do that too.
Yeah, because I don't want to argue with a child.
I do that too.
Just a man-child.
I mean, they probably are 11, but yeah, it was interesting. Whenever I respond to people, whenever I use my personal account, nobody responds back, and it always makes me a little annoyed. I want to have an argument.
Wasn't that with Kevin Bacon? Kevin Bacon is only in the first Tremors movie. Good old. Do you think Kevin Bacon's friends call him the Baconator? Because I would. They better,
hope so.
right? I mean, you can't pass that up.
Yeah, you'd be missing out on a lot if you didn't. I think beyond the clickbait titles, I think people get offended by saying stop and don't and all that kind of stuff. Because they feel like some people get personally attacked, or they feel personally attacked. Those are always the videos that I click on.
Yeah, I watch them too.
So I'm like, and then usually the video calms me down.
If you do these 3 things, you're taking crappy photos.
Mm-hmm. And then usually
beat the YouTube algorithm with this one simple hack.
Exactly. I like on TikTok, they have audios where they're like, if you use this audio and you hack TikTok. And the only reason why you get like those because people like them because they think it works, but it doesn't. I think that's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it is true. Like big channels don't have to do as much clickbait because they're big. But for us little guys, we don't have a lot of tools at our disposal.
Mm-hmm.
But for every mean comment we get a dozen nice ones. Except on 9 Hobby Tools, they're all mean.
Yeah, a lot of those ones are mean.
But on everything else we get a really nice ratio.
It's sometimes fun to get some memes. I think it means you're doing something right.
Wait, you mean Joey Flores? Wait, you mean your videos aren't always personally attacking me? Actually, we make all of our videos to attack Joey Flores.
Yeah, exactly. We actually design every single video to attack you.
Jay, are you wiping your brush on your belly to paint? Yeah, I often, after I clean my brush, I'll wipe the water off on my shirt. I really should just make myself a nice apron. I have an apron, but it's a little crunchy. It's really more of a work apron. Yeah.
A work apron?
But it works for me. And it keeps me from brush licking every single time. It's hard because brush licking works so well to just give you an instant nice point. Yeah. Yeah, but between the brush licking and the priming on my fingies, my days are numbered.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's fine.
You need a frilly girly apron with pink ruffles and kittens on them. I've made that apron. In school I dressed a 50s show and I had to make a bunch of aprons.
You should have taken it.
I do
remember the flamingo fabric.
The flamingo fabric. I made about a dozen sewing machine covers out of flamingo print fabric. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Absolutely adorable.
A small herd of giraffes. So wear one of those. Hell, I'll make you one. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cute.
I have been thinking for a while of making myself an apron, and I was just thinking like, what would I need in it? Because it would need to be made out of a material that's not gonna want to it's not gonna want to leave little fuzzies on my brush. And so I'd probably have to play around with different materials, and then I'd have to think of what kind of pockets or anything that I want. I think I would just like kind of one dump pocket in the middle.
Hmm.
And then obviously frilly pink ruffles. Dicktowel.com. Everybody go search up dicktowel.com. It's hilarious. It's an Always Sunny reference. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I was confused on which Always Sunny, but thank you.
Which I'm sure Always Sunny in Philadelphia season 28 is coming out soon. That is a very long-running show.
And shows only get better with the age.
In seriousness, I used linen and made 2 dump pockets on the sides. Heavy linen doesn't pill like that, and it is washable. That's true. Adam Savage recently did make a shop apron, although his needs are a little different than mine in an apron. I would make one strictly with wargaming in mind. So like my apron would probably have an emphasis on me sitting. Yeah.
It'd have a cup holder. A place for Taco Bell. Taco Bell tacos.
Love Sunny. Bit of a wrong question probably, but favorite episode? Ooh, favorite episode of Always Sunny. I mean, Charlie Work is an amazing episode. It's an entire episode from Charlie Day's point of view, and it's great. There's a similar episode with a Frank Reynolds POV. That's a good one. A lot of the early stuff was great. The pilot episode's great, where the gang gets racist. A lot of good bits in that. Any episode with Artemis, with Dee's friend Artemis. Or the waitress, who has never been given a name. The gang commits heresy. Do 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 do. It's Always Sunny in Armageddon. Oh yeah, the gang does a jihad is a really good episode. Oh, Justin H., I'm glad you like the Tamiya glue. It is good stuff. Mosep likes the episode Dennis and Mac Move to the Suburbs. That was a really fun episode. And if they lose the bet, they have to sleep with Old Man. Bought a whole bunch of models just to assemble, and it's been really enjoyable not having all my stuff melt on me as I put it together. I always had trouble when I was using the Games Workshop plastic glue. It would it wouldn't bubble up, but I wouldn't get a very strong connection. Like if I were to break those connections, they would be like full of small bubbles.
It's a weird glue.
The Dennis system. Yeah, I like the brush applicator tip for plastic glue. That seems like the way to do it. No just squeezing glue onto the model. The applicator for Tamiya has been amazing. Yeah, it's a nice brush. Each of the gang is a chaos god and Charlie is the emperor. Isn't there only 4 people in the gang, though? Dee, Dennis, Mac, and Charlie? How can they be the 4 chaos gods and then Charlie is the emperor? Ooh, you know who's the emperor? Rickety Cricket. Or would he be Nurgle? Rickety Cricket. Oh yeah, Frank. I completely forgot about Frank. Wouldn't Frank be the emperor because he has all the resources? I mean, there's clearly a right and wrong to this hypothetical.
As there always is with hypotheticals.
Dennis is definitely Slanesh. No, Frank is the trash man, hence Nurgle. Yes, that is very true. So is Charlie Zinch? Then it should be Fulgrim, the Golden God.
Ah. Pain should not be where it is.
Or did you? do 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 do.
You'll never know.
I watched like 3 seasons of the X-Files, and I don't remember any of it. The only episode I remember is the episode where there's a human lamprey that ends up in a porta potty.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Always love a good porta potty.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
10 places to take a piss. You don't want to do anything else though.
Yeah, like touch any surface, or ever
Really
yeah, or ever be in a porta potty. A porta john, as they say.
Because I always pee on it. Because I feel like it's just better for everyone. I'm really glad that we have a place where we can capture our burps in real time.
I think the black is really bringing it all together on this camo pattern.
Can you bring it closer to the camera?
I mean, it looks a little jank.
I want to see
but,
it.
I don't think it will continue to look jank.
I can't wait to see it in a few seconds. If you did that.
And then with some highlighting and shading, I think it'll fade to a nice it'll fade to a nice shade of fine.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I think I've been watching some
Look at
really
that
good
go.
painters on YouTube, and it seems like the best people are able to find more surface area on the model than is there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually paint the model to the point where it's a character in an environment, not a model for a game.
That camo is looking so much better. Can't believe I was happy with it before. LOL. Dr. Drokel. Wait, I can't see it
There's just
anymore.
a square hole where his dick should be. Which actually, I have the same problem.
You don't want to put the round peg in the square hole. It doesn't work. Well, circle meets a square.
Is anybody else having trouble finding Citadel Black Spray Primer? None of my local stores, including my local Warhammer, have it in stock. I bought a white substitute, and I'm going to try it out tomorrow. I wouldn't buy the Games Workshop rattle cans. I think they're a ripoff. I'll have to try. I have this McCrag blue that I got in a I got in a lot from Craigslist. Just buy Rust-Oleum Black Matte Primer. And I would suggest not buying the Rust-Oleum Matte Black Paint and Primer Plus, because I find it's just a little bit thicker. But yeah, that's my recommendation. I don't have a white spray paint recommendation, because they're all kind of chunky. But for black, Rust-Oleum is great.
Yeah. That orc looks like he's ready for some wag. Just an H. Can I find it at Lowe's or Home Depot?
I would be surprised if you couldn't.
Yeah, I think it usually is.
Yeah.
It's definitely at Home Depot.
Our Home Depot has like an entire aisle of Rust-Oleum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
it
true.
does seem though it's like a lot of places kind of either have one or the other. Like this will be a Krylon town.
Yeah. Maseth, no. All fine here, even though we just went into lockdown again. You should seek medical attention for that immediately. Square hole.
Mm-hmm.
You get some stitches in your square hole. Yikes.
If you had to get a primer meant specifically for models, nope. Yeah, there's definitely.
Yeah, and I've used that Rust-Oleum black primer too, and it's really good.
I think I primed my entire Necron army with like Rust-Oleum white primer, and you know what? It worked out fine.
Kind of new to painting, so it's hard knowing what's a good substitute.
Sure.
That's true. When you're starting out, it's hard.
You're like,
and everyone
regular
has
spray
an
paint
opinion.
is just gonna melt the model. I better use this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how are you guys coping with COVID?
Fine. I mean, I've always been like a loner.
Fine. Yeah, it is what it is.
I just watch movies and paint models, so no real problems here.
Yep.
Yes,
it's
that's
ruined
true.
Plans, but that's about it. It is ruined. I did not think that. I mean, it's a little bit the reason why we started back up again.
In the same place.
So same place at the same time. So there's some positives to it for sure. That's it though. Everything else is weird. But yeah, I don't know. It is an odd situation that hopefully will get a little bit better.
Oops, did I get a little bit of white into the... Looks like I did. I should probably have let things dry.
Justin H. I appreciate all the help/tips. Yeah, no problem. Small herd we live, just close our eyes and wish COVID away. Nobody wears masks, even when mandated. Nobody cares. Hence why we're one of the faster growing outbreak areas. Yep. I mean, it's not good here.
We're not in the worst place, but we're far from in a good place.
Yeah. Yep. You definitely don't want to. You don't want to go to Wisconsin. Although I have to go to Wisconsin tomorrow. Joey Flores. I'm sorry. I don't need an ask. The Emperor protects.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's what I'm sure that's what they say in your community, a small herd of giraffes. That's just a sort of general rule of thumb. Don't go to Wisconsin.
Burn.
uh,
Not wrong though.
I love the Wisconsin hate, but people were a little bit happy about Wisconsin recently for some reason. So. So you can't blame them too much. I like masks. I make all the funny faces I want at people. I do that with or without masks. Before COVID, would make a frowny face. After now, make the same frowny faces. Nick, they just released a new cheese. I'm told, super cheddar. Hell yeah!
It's the old Wisconsin special.
I'm a Parmesan man myself.
It made its debut at the Mars Cheese Castle.
Yeah. Good old Mars Cheese Castle.
I went to Mars Cheese Castle when it was kind of its old location, when it was just a building painted purple to look like a castle. I haven't been there now that it's a palace. We went to Mars
there.
Cheese? When?
Yep. We went there. We were like, we should go one time, and then we went. One of the times we went from there, either to Wisconsin to I think it was from. We were going from Milwaukee to
we stopped
Illinois.
At Mars Cheese Castle?
And we decided one day. Yep, for like a second. We were there for maybe 5 minutes. We walked around the store.
I
and
do
we
not
left.
remember that.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't memorable because it's just a grocery store. Yeah.
Weird.
Yep. We definitely went though. Because it wouldn't be anyone else.
Maybe someone just inceptioned.
You know what? It might have been someone else.
little pause to think.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't you. It wasn't you at all.
That was great.
Yep. I went with someone else, and we walked around, and it's just a grocery store, and then we left. Good. That was awesome.
Massive. I went to IHOP when I was in the U.S., and my God, I never wanted to leave. Oh yeah, if you want to eat a flat cake, you go to IHOP. Like a plate of IHOP pancakes is literally just eating an entire cake.
That's true. I really want funfetti cake.
Yeah, and you know what? You
like
could
cupcakes.
you could make that happen any day.
I know it's really easy. But you know what? I'm not going to.
Yeah,
but it's fun to think about.
You think they have an elite box here that'll give me 10 money on them to start? Get some brushes from my local craft store instead. You'll learn your lessons cheaper.
That was perfectly read. Please don't base our entire country on
No,
IHOP.
do. It'll be a much more accurate depiction of here. The Citadel brushes are they're okay. I wouldn't order them online or anything. Like if they have them in store and you can give them a look, like and you find one maybe with a really nice tip. Because sometimes it's hard to order brushes.
Never. I would definitely, if there's like a Michael's
Yeah,
or something
like
like
an arts and
that,
craft store that carries nice brushes.
go look. I would look at those maybe.
Yeah, and I would caution you against buying the absolute smallest brush you can, because it'll just make your painting take forever. You always want to use the biggest brush you can comfortably paint with. Also, one thing I did when I was a young hobbyist that I now regret is using brushes that have really small bristles. Those are kind of meant for something else. Like, see this? I'm holding up two brushes. Like, this is probably the smallest bristles you want to be using. Really small bristle brushes actually have like a different purpose. They're kind of more like spot brushes. You want something with a long bristle. That way you can hold more paint. And you have a little bit more control. It feels like you have less control, but you'll quickly learn better brush control with longer bristles. Yeah, be aware that some cheap brushes may lose hair on the model. Those are cheap brushes if they're losing hair on the model. And also, sometimes on regular old paintbrushes, you'll lose a hair. Ooh. There's just a line of white that I kind of want to get rid of because it looks bad.
I've heard that. I've heard that idea before.
Getting rid of the whites? Ah, yes.
Yeah. I paint all my minis with fan brushes. Ah, the Donna Dewberry method. Very good. Joey Flores finger paints his models.
I've heard
Good
of
idea.
that technique. I think Angel Heraldez does that.
Oh, yeah.
He sticks his finger in the palette and then rubs it on the model.
It is
Yes.
a
Yes,
way to do it.
All right, so can you guys kind of tell I've been highlighting the camo and darkening it a little? Still looks a little rough on camera.
You look a little rough on
Well,
camera.
that's all times. What can I do? I guess I can use a lighter green and just kind of highlight each of my colors individually.
Mosseth said.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I'm decently happy with it. I have not had a lot of experience painting camo.
I heard that New York has a lot of good food. New York City. But that's mostly from Tim Dillon, though. So
He
I don't
knows his
know.
food. Yeah.
He looks like he does, too. And it kind of sounds like he does.
I feel like, though, sometimes you can't trust a fat guy on food. Because sometimes they're fat because they know exactly what they're doing, but sometimes they're fat because like they really like Hostess.
That's true. He seems like he likes a lot of fine
That's
dining.
the sense I get from him.
Yeah. Always talks about getting steaks. And like wanting a horrible
Yes.
experience at restaurants.
Yeah, making the staff cry.
Mm-hmm. Wow. In New York City, a different restaurant every day for 20 years and never hit them all.
How can that be true? It's a big city.
It's a big city.
Right? So for some of those meals, you're really traveling, I bet.
Probably. Always trust fat survivalist.
No, that just means they ate the other people. And they'll eat you too.
Maseth. Hobby question. You guys got any tips for clipping sprues quietly? As I feel at 6 a.m. here, it's extremely loud. LOL. I feel like my nippers aren't too loud. I guess I don't really think about how loud my nips are.
Yeah, mine. I don't think mine are particularly loud. I mean, you could always invest in a hobby saw blades for your X-Acto knife, and then saw them.
Yeah, let's see.
It's kind of like a snap, like a finger snap.
It's a little loud. Maybe I could. Let's see how quiet I can do it. It's kind of the same sound. Kind of controlling it a little bit more. Ooh, everything's falling. Joey Flores. Well, I'm going to hit the hay. You all have a wonderful night and see you on Monday's stream. Hell yeah. Good night. We will.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the squigs bite.
Yeah.
Oops. Too much white paint. Too much white paint. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. A little better. It's the only place in the world you can find Nepalese food in the same neighborhood as arepas, kimchi, and the finest ossobuco, all of which are so good they'll make the saints cry.
Wow. One day,
Mm-hmm.
I will go there. Loud as hell, right?
Just slowly sand every sprue down individually. That's true.
I like it.
All right, I'm pretty happy with the...
You're gonna watch. Joy Flowers is gonna watch the recap tomorrow to see what I missed.
I mean, you probably don't have to watch much, because we're probably gonna be wrapping up in not too long.
If you can't tell, I'm from New York City. I don't know if I made that clear. I think you did. It sounded like you got a lot of insider trading. Also, for some reason, since you guys were talking about IHOP and food stuff, I pulled up Waffle House menu.
It just says pancakes over and over.
Yeah. And waffles. Yeah, I really want cupcakes. I want funfetti cupcakes with the overly sugary frosting. with the sprinks on it.
All right, I think that will wrap up the camo. I'm going to give myself a
Nice.
B. Maybe a high C. Nice high C juice box. I think I'd like to learn how to paint good camo. It's hard. It's very hard to do.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Maybe I'll have to try some like Tamiya like army guys.
Hmm. Love a good army guy. They're nice and strong, and they can take care of me. A small herd of giraffes. Jay, it looks awesome.
Thank you.
They see me rolling. They hating. There's one near Indianapolis and one near Chicago. Luckily, I live not far from Chicago. I live not far from Chicago. All right, are we meeting there after the stream? Now I have to see where it is. Where is it not far from Chicago? Hit the wrong thing. God.
Unless you like cigarette butts in your eggs. You know, it does add a nice zest to them. Nice ciggy.
That's what I like.
You know what's really funny? I just noticed. So this guy, he's dumped out his container of teeth, and looking at the model, I've written teeth on the bottom of the crate because he's standing on the side. You know what, though? I think it still works.
Yep. I mean, do you really think that they
That's true.
They're that careful where they place things on the
That's probably why they're spilled.
on the bottom? Yep. They always carry it with the top as one of the sides. I like to think that they wrote it on the side that's supposed to be up.
Boy, I've definitely really been enjoying painting sections at a time until they're perfect. I think that's a really fun way to go about it. Although it does take a lot of control, because you don't want to mess up an area that you've already painted.
That's true.
But when you're going to pour, hours and hours and hours into a character model, I think it's just fine. Very doable.
Huddle House The one Huddle House is in Kimball Avenue in Chicago. Interesting. Maybe one day. An EOB meetup. Out of curiosity, 40k Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm on a bunch. I am on Paint Hub. Paint Hub is great.
I love a good Paint Hub.
I am on 40k Kit Bash Conversion Carnage. I am on a Necron one that no one ever posts to. What are the other ones? I'm on a buy-sell trade that I don't quite remember the name of. I think it's like buy-sell trade US and Canada. Which I've had some pretty good success with. I may have had success with that in regards to my kill team.
Oh, interesting.
I guess, is that it? Oh, and I'm also part of 40k Artwork, which is like a lot of digital art and paintings, which is pretty cool. Although I feel like people haven't been posting to that as much lately. Probably because it takes way more work.
Probably. I love searching Warhammer 40k on Warhammer 40k and looking at recents. And then just going through those, that's a lot of fun. Because you get to see the bad and the really, really good. It's all sorted by recent. Although, because of the election, they got rid of the recents. At least for right now. Because you can use it to spread false information. But I wonder when they're going to put that back. Because I like doing that. Yeah, all recent posts from all hashtags are temporarily hidden to help prevent the spread of possible false information and harmful content related to the election. But when is the election over?
Yeah, that's true.
It's technically not. So I guess, because I think if I was Instagram, I would get rid of the recents feature, just in general. Because I feel like you want the algorithm to pick for you, because that will keep you on more, rather than you searching. I think them feeding you garbage would keep you on there more.
Probably.
Like the algorithm, like YouTube, the recents, or not the recents, the browse page. How it just gives you videos to watch.
Ooh, also on Facebook, I'm a part of Nothing But Corgis.
That is a good page. I had a friend work at Huddle House. He said when a customer came, they had to yell "huddle up," and he said he took it further and said "huddle everything." He answered the phone, "huddle phone." That's pretty good. Apparently, he's very handsome.
Oh yeah.
That was from earlier in the conversation. It says Biden won. That is correct. But I want them to restore my my Instagram. That is correct. Only fictional politics.
Sometimes, if I'm really not feeling in the mood to paint, I'll surf around on Pinterest, because you'll see some crazy stuff on Pinterest. And And then you'll jump to the next thing, and you'll jump to the next thing, and jump to the next thing.
Got to get your mood boards, as Kilgore Void says.
Love a good mood board. I've shown many a mood board to a director, and me and the director always see different things in it. Oh, so this is what I'm going for. And then later on, oh, we did not get the same thing from that mood board.
Nope. Sometimes I'll just show them pictures in the order in which I want to show them pictures. That I find dictates what I'm thinking. Because sometimes they're like, oh, I like this very random thing.
Where is my
that very obscure thing?
There we go. I always have this trouble with my Vallejo bone whites, is that they need a little extra shaken, and they tend to absorb a lot of water on my palette. I like the color though, but I think I might shop around for a new bone white, something a little more stable.
James Fowler, good night. We'll see you later. If you want to, join us Monday.
Yeah, Monday fun day.
9 p.m. Central. Dr. Drokel, mood boards are for hippies and YouTubers and Augustus, yes, but I'm Australian. I don't. Was that because I said you were handsome? I don't remember. Wait, does that make you not handsome? I don't know what Augustus. I don't know what a mood board is. You should look at our how to design and build a diorama video.
Yeah.
James Fowler. My real name is Ryan. Just borrowing my dad's account for a bit. Well, good night, Ryan. And join us sometimes soon, and remind us who you are. If we don't remember, we don't recognize your account.
You know what? I'm absolutely.
Australians are handsome.
You know what I'm absolutely loving on on this model is like mixing hot and cold light colors together, like the cold teeth on the hot collar, and then down here we got the warm tone skull in the middle of the cold tone teeth. I think it is really working for me.
Love a good mood board. And for women who have live, laugh, love decor unironically in their house. My grandma would love the idea of a mood board. Oh, she has the dance like no one's watching.
Yeah.
She has that one. And I think it's dance like no one's watching, fuck like nobody's peeping. I think that's what it says. Yeah. It's a pretty good thing.
Ooh, Kilgore Void did a Catachan Trooper this week. Camo is so fun. I would love to see that, Kilgore. We'll have to compare camo notes.
Coats. Camo boats.
Camo floats.
have a talking fish on their wall. I have a talking fish, but not on the wall, and it also doesn't work. Ah, singing fish. Don't worry, be happy.
I remember my dad loved the old McDonald's commercial where the fish on the wall sang, "Bring me back the fillet of fish, bring me that fish." My dad loves the fillet of fish.
Yes. Yep.
They're a
That
little
makes
little
sense.
expensive though for a cube of fake
You know
fish.
who else? You know who also
Pedophiles.
likes fillet of fish? Well, yes, yes, that's true. But also
fun.
Tim Dillon. Yeah, a man of.
I forget who made that joke, but they were like, "Yeah, what else? What's that sandwich at McDonald's that pedophiles eat? Oh yeah, the fillet of fish."
Yeah, it is a
It
is a
is.
decisive sandwich.
Yeah.
We should make a YouTube video about it.
Do you like the
Stop
fillet of
eating
fish?
the filet of fish.
Have you ever had one?
Me? A long time ago. I'm not a fishy guy in general. So I'd much rather have a chicken or a
I like a good fish.
hamburger.
I've had bass.
I had for a while I had like salmon a lot.
Salmon is awesome.
That's pretty good.
When you cook it right.
Mm-hmm.
A little butter, a little lemon. If your notes are camo, neither of you are going to be able to read them.
Ah. I think you got. Anything related to acceptable alcoholism. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It is wine. Yeah, 1 o'clock yet, etc. Yep. Connor Reed.
Hi.
Hello.
We're almost
Welcome.
done.
Yeah, we're almost done.
And
Connor Reed
yeah.
out of nowhere. Yeah. I love the
Yes.
cast of characters. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things about the stream, is the recognizing the name, and that's fun. It's always fun when people show up, and then seeing the comments from the cast of characters on the videos, also amazing. Perfect comments.
Bring me back the fillet of fish.
In Alaska, particularly Fairbanks, everything smells like goddamn salmon all the time.
Am I going to camo his toe armor? No, I'm not exactly sure. I think the toe armor is going to be metal the same way the guns are. I think his knee armor and his belly armor and his shoulder pads are all going to be maybe a color. Haven't quite decided yet, though. Masset's out of here.
Awesome. All right. It was good having you here.
Come back
sleep
soon.
tight. And farewell. Every time someone leaves, I wave, and I don't know why I do that.
Well, it's out of politeness.
I realize I do that on the phone too. Is Lucky Bat still here? I debat today. And I realized that's pretty odd.
Lucky Bat's a lurker.
Yeah, I know. Mo Seth, Mo problems. That's a great way to put it. Keep it. Yeah, what's good? You're good. lurking in the shadows.
Mm-hmm. Painting. He's got two little like rings attached to his dick towel, and so I'm gonna paint them black in preparation to paint them probably gold. Yeah.
Dick rings?
I think there's another name for those, but I can't remember the name of
Love a
them.
good dick ring.
Like a penis ring.
Cock ring?
That's what I was alluding to. How could I forget cock ring?
Oh. Whoops. I know. It's getting late, so that's just what comes out. Usually that's only reserved for the Patreon only stream.
A bat of the darkness. Not the lurker we deserve, but the lurker we need right now.
Oh, that's great.
Man, that Dark Knight movie was great. And I think we've done some good work here tonight. Painted his his bin.
It's looking good.
It says teeth. Painted the teeth, painted the little skull, and painted his little pouch, and painted his dick tabard, and a little bit of work on the boots. I think I'll finish those up after I paint the metallic on his shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here, while you guys are still here, why don't I show you my other orc war boss that still needs to be finished, but he is fun. Where are my orcs? Of course, it's the last drawer I checked.
I love the searching. I love the searching noises in the background.
It is a kit bash of the I think Black Orc Knob Commander from Fantasy, or from Age of Sigmar. My cousin gave it to me as part of payment for an army he commissioned from me, and I did a lot of modifications. Here, let me turn off camo. Don't need. Nope, that's not camo. All right, turn off camo. There we go. He is huge. I gave him the Power Claw and Big Shooter from the Assault on Blackreach orc. I actually made the dragon skull bigger, and then to make him look a little bit more 40k, I added these plates to the ends of his armor. And I think I'm gonna and I added this, which I thought was nice. It's like a little, like maybe when they were lowering the armor onto him, they hooked it up there. And I think I'm gonna do something along the. I might clip off this face guard and then do something to make him look more like the Mad Max bad guy. But yeah, so I'll have my my little cunning war boss, and then my big in your face war boss.
Yeah. Brutal. Hey, Daka Flocka Flame, welcome. Speaking of cast of characters. Yeah, very cool. I know Daka Flocka Flame is a big fan of orcs.
It'd be fun to have another orc, like a big fat orc that could be the people eater from Mad Max. So I'd have not Lord Humongous. What is the name of the bad guy in Mad Max? Fury Road. Immortan Joe. So this guy would be Immortan Joe. This guy would be the bullet farmer, and then I would need another fat orc to be the people eater. Ooh, a war boss in mega armor. That's a really good idea. And then just give him a big belly.
Ooh, I know there's some like fat giants in fantasy. Maybe I can get one of those and convert it. Yes, the white parts are styrene, and the dots are small micro beads.
Like a flame. Space orcs are the best thing Games Workshop has
I think most
ever
people
done.
would argue it's Primera Space Marines, right?
I agree.
3 hours in, and yet the burps keep flowing.
Yeah. The burps don't stop.
People have done ogres as fat war bosses. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. And I'll have to give them nipple tassels like the people eater.
Aww. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I love a good
If
nipple
anyone
task.
wants to really some really good space orc content on YouTube, look up Baldemort's Guide to the Orcs. He has some great insight, and he makes some amazing speculation that the reason that the Krorks have vanished is because the orcs have actually never faced a real threat, and so they've essentially just been having fun in between galaxy-spanning wars. I read this as pumpkin spice orcs, and I was wondering what a basic bitch orc would look like. I guess it'd be a Gretchen.
Yeah.
All right, gang. I think it's time.
Yep. Yep. It's been 3 hours and 34 minutes.
It was fun though.
And,
Got a lot of good work done on this model.
It was fun. Absolutely.
Somebody want to build a Star Ox for me? I'll build it if I get to keep it. All right. Where's my YouTube tab? There we go.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Yep.
See you
we
Monday.
will. See you Monday. Video Monday. Everything Monday. Patreon every day.
Yeah.